Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for June 6th to June 12th. So I'm doing this reading a little bit differently. I'm trying to keep them a bit shorter and more brief. I'm not really sure how that's really working out because they still tend to be a bit longer than what I'm intending, but I want to keep these a little bit more short and to the point. And I also want to do oracle cards just for this reading. So I do have a tarot deck, but I haven't really been pulling from it. So I now also just want to, see what energies come through and see what's coming up here for you. So a bit more free and lighthearted here. Okay, let's see what's coming up here. I feel like you're approaching a finish line, or maybe some of you have already approached a finish line. As soon as I tuned into your energy, I saw a white egret that kind of flew over me outside, and I had to look up the symbolism of that. So that symbolizes, I feel like white egrets, they symbolize the ending to a significant lesson or task in your life. And it's symbolism like this foreshadowing of prosperity and abundance coming in here for you. So this is really beautiful. I feel like you're transitioning from a chapter in your life where you might have had to learn some important lessons. And now you're kind of approaching a time where you're about to receive a lot of abundance, prosperity, gifts, blessings, that kind of beautiful stuff coming into your life here. So let's see what we have coming up here for you, Pisces, this week of June 6th to June 12th. Making a choice. I'm hearing to stay or go. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like those are the choices that I'm seeing that you're at here, making a choice to stay or go. What kind of guidance can we have for this? Okay. We have movement and we have one ring circus. So I feel like this new stage in your life is going to ask you to, it's like you're choosing to do something on your own. You may even be, choose expansion is what I'm pretty much seeing here. And it's something where it's like you might be, again, doing something on your own, or just the decision that you're making may not entirely be understood by everyone around you. So you may feel like a one-ring circus. You may feel like you're on your own here, or like you're just like the only one who sees things in the way that you do. And I'm strongly being guided to say that, your path was given to you for a reason, and it wasn't given to the people around you who are not understanding you for a reason. So it's not their path to understand, it's your path to understand. And I feel like you know that. So I feel like this junction in your life is to stay or to go, is about expansion or kind of staying stagnant with where you are. I feel like in some way, it's not really much of a choice. It is, but it isn't at the same time, because to stay stagnant just gets more uncomfortable over time. We start really outgrowing things. It's hard to go back from once you've kind of expanded and grown and awakened in certain ways, you can't really unawaken, right? So I feel like you're really being guided to move in the direction of expansion. But with that one ring circus, I feel like for some time you may feel, or maybe just even in the decision itself, you may feel like you're on your own, or you're kind of like this lone wolf or this one ring circus here. But what I'm also seeing here is that this is expanding you and your soul to a whole nother level. And you're going to heights where not everybody really gets to that place in their life. They don't really, not saying that not everybody, but maybe just the people that you are around, maybe the community that you're outgrowing, or the people that you're outgrowing, you're going in another direction where maybe the experiences that you have are a lot more, I just feel like there's something here about your life, the experiences that you're going to have are going to be a lot more broad. They're going to have so much more to, you can write a novel about it is almost what I'm seeing here. So adventure and newer people, newer connections, newer experiences. And I feel like that's a desire. It's like a soul desire for you to go in that direction. And I feel like being the wide open card is saying yes to the unknown, saying yes to the new beginning. Okay, let's pick some oracle cards. What else is coming up here for Pisces? Enlightenment. So there's, this awakening that you're going through and you have gone through. And I feel like you may be going through some more stages, some more layers kind of being shed this week as well. There's clarity coming in here for you. And I feel like it's going to help you to elevate to another level. It's going to awaken you to something. I feel like you're going to see something in the dark. There's something that's going to come into focus. So if you feel like you've been in the dark about something, there's something coming into focus here, and you're going to be able to see either a light or some kind of clue or something that's going to show up here for you that's going to help navigate you to where you're going or where you're being led to. It's like you're going to receive some kind of insight about where you're headed. Yeah, your journey is protected. You are definitely protected because this is meant for you. This is a path that's meant for you. This is also a symbolism of your strength. This is a symbol of your resiliency, which is actually another message that I picked up on with the egret that flew above me. It's like having that resiliency to be able to overcome those challenges, having the patience, the stamina to be able to push through those obstacles to be able to get to the end goal, the journey, and to be able to step into a new beginning that's rewarded with blessings and abundance and prosperity. So you are definitely being protected, and it's safe to trust your intuition here. It's safe to trust the path because you're being guided to the path that's unique to you. It's not going to be for everybody that's around you. And I think that may be one of the obstacles or the challenges that I feel like actually a lot of people are facing right now. And so you're not alone on that. That message is coming up almost for everybody so far. So especially in the month of June, it didn't come up as much in the past months, but it's really being strongly highlighted this month in June that, there's a lot that, we're outgrowing, and that could be relationships, connections, or just even the dynamic, like the way that a relationship is going to look is going to change as well. What it feels like, what it looks like, how we interact with other people is going to change as well. So, but your path is protected. What is meant for you is protected and always has been. So yeah, very beautiful. Let me pick one more here and then I'll move on to some other cards. Solitude. Yeah. So there's a lot here about being in your own space and really allowing yourself. I feel like this is important because especially if you're around people who kind of make you feel like you're a one-ring circus, like, no one really, if you kind of feel like no one really understands this new path that you're on, or, it's not really either appreciated or understood. I feel like that solitude is going to be important here for you because it's going to help you to recenter and reconnect with who you are. And it's going to help you be more aligned with, it's going to help you focus. It's like, it's going to help you get those priorities. Not that you don't have your priorities straight, but it's going to help you to focus on those priorities, like what's most important to you, and not have other people kind of pull you off that path because they don't want you to either grow or expand, or they don't understand this path. So they're trying to get you to do what's right in their eyes. So this solitude is going to be important here for you. Okay. Actually, let's do the unicorn deck. So this one is going to be for moving forward. So how are we moving forward for Pisces this week? Dance. Beautiful. This is about expression. This is about letting yourself be seen. This is about letting yourself loose and untethering yourself from some of the things that may have blocked you from the past. This is about full on embracing your dreams. And yeah, this is about, I really strongly heard the word expression here. So maybe some of you are really expressing yourself in ways that you may have been afraid to in the past, or in ways that you haven't allowed yourself to in the past, or maybe other people couldn't allow you to in the past. So this is like taking on a whole new level of empowerment here with your expression. So that's another way that a lot of you are moving forward, is giving yourself that freedom to express. And that's, and if that's something that you're wanting to work on, I feel like the throat chakra is going to be really important here for you, Pisces, is healing that if you have a blockage there. Beautiful. Rebirth. I feel like a lot of you are going to also a lot of people are going to see you differently. Like the way that you're expressing yourself, the way you're presenting yourself now is going through a rebirth. So this is allowing, as you let people see more who you are authentically, or this transformation, you are kind of setting like a new standard, or you're creating a new reality for yourself with how people interact with you, and how they relate to you. And naturally, you're going to find that some people may not want to be a part of that journey, and that's it within their right. So I do see there's going to be some changes in relationships for you as well. I'm seeing specifically friendships, or just kind of like these acquaintances. I'm not necessarily seeing like, I feel like there may be some like, dynamics that change within the closer connections, but I'm kind of seeing that as you become more and more authentic and allow yourself to be seen, that naturally, maybe some people just don't really resonate, or they don't relate to that. And you're going to kind of see them take a backseat or walk away. And that's fine, because if they're not resonating, it's not going to be a healthy connection anyway. So I feel like you're really allowing things to fall away if they need to, change if they need to, and newer people to come in as well. So it doesn't mean that you're going to be alone. It feels like the climate is going to change. The way things are showing up here for you is going to be different. What else here? Actually, I want to put from... What else is coming up here for Pisces? Wow, beautiful. A lot of cards about expansion. A lot of cards about bravely stepping into the new, stepping onto your rightful path. I do feel like you are being supported, and you may have some opportunities that come in here for you. You're also attracting a lot of attention towards you. A lot of energies they have their eye on you. You're being invited onto this new journey of yours, and you're leading the way, because I feel like you're going to have some people follow you as well. You may not realize that they're following you, but there are people who are following you, and that may be, and you may not, and I don't think you're meant to necessarily see that necessarily, because it's not about other people, but just by your example, your shining light. I feel like some of you have like followers. I mean, that could be literal followers. Like if you have like a social media or something, you have people literally following you and like following your example and what you kind of put out into the world. And but I feel like this is more also about just on an energetic level, people feeling permission that they can also change, that it doesn't have to change. It doesn't have to stay the way it is. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be setting an example and really stepping into your leadership role. And that was a strong message that came up for Aquarius as well. So beautiful. Be spontaneous. There's a lot of energy here about also kind of accepting an offer, accepting a lending hand as well. So be open to newer people or newer opportunities, the things that you may not have thought of before. So if you're in one line of work and you see another opportunity coming in here for you that's a little bit different or something out of the box that you haven't really thought of, you may find that you actually really enjoy it. So be really open to some of the opportunities that come your way, some of the things that are presented to you. Don't dismiss them right off the bat because doesn't exactly match up the vision with what you had, because you may find that once you do something or once you kind of give something some thought, you may find that you really love it, or you really are excited for it, or you're going to want to really be a part of it. So that I feel like there's some things like that coming up here for some of you as well. And then we have the big picture. So I feel like some of you are, again, you're stepping into more of a path that's purpose driven. If you haven't already, or if you haven't really been, you've been growing or inching your way onto something like that. I feel like this new path for you, it's bigger than just your own expansion and growth. It's about you contributing to that collective, raising the collective consciousness. And it's about you really stepping into your purpose, what your soul has come here to do. So it's not really so much about what we're leaving behind and what we're stepping into. It's more about being on our aligned path. And so the things that naturally change and maneuver in and out of our life, circled around that, is going to be just what it is. It's part of the flow. It's part of the change. So that's kind of like the energies that we're starting to really step into here. Let's do one more. Let's do an animal message for Pisces. Take the lead. Yeah. So a lot of you are really stepping into that leadership position. A lot of you are also coming from this beautiful divine feminine energy. So it doesn't mean that, you have to be female, or it's not gender related. It's coming from a place of inspiration, creativity, and being in the flow, like being connected with our soul, being connected with our spirit, and creating from that place. So a lot of you are dropping away a lot of maybe the expectations, or thinking like, I need to be doing this, or I'm supposed to be on this path. A lot of that is falling away. And we're being open to what comes towards us, and allowing our intuition to lead the way, allowing spirit to lead the way, rather than us trying to have a sense of control over how something needs to be and the way that it needs to be. So there's a lot of openness and just kind of going with the flow and taking it one step at a time energy here that's leading you to your abundance and your success. So beautiful Pisces, this is very expansive here for you this week. Very beautiful month. I mean, I think the month of June in general is very different, has a very different tone to it than all the other months so far. So I hope you have a wonderful week and the reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Pisces.